Yeah, this game's dialogue is a little clunky at times. Um, the truth of this door is open to those seeing with their true heart. Like, they tend to repeat each other a lot. The door. I don't believe it, the door opened. Incredible, it really does open. How in the world did you open the door? I don't know how to explain it. We did it because we're us. It would take too long to explain. There's no time for an explanation anyway. That's right, we must rescue Shiba. Let's go, Farron, we've got to save Shiba. Hey, the door is closing. Why did it close? I don't know, why does anything close? It closed to prevent people with no synergy from entering. It would be perilous for those without synergy to try to get through. I agree, you'll have to let us handle it from here. What, you're telling us to stay back? Since we can't even open the door, we'd just be getting in your way. This is true. But we can't leave Shiba in their hands just because it's dangerous. They have greater power than you can even imagine. And without such power, this door will not open for us? That is how it seems. Without that sort of power, we would just get in the way. I understand Shiba's life is in your hands. Do not fail us, you must bring Shiba safely back. Make haste, Isaac, all our hopes lie with you. Alright, so that's no pressure, I guess. But yeah, I do feel like a lot of the dialogue ends up being kinda silly at times. What is this place? The statue speaks to Isaac's soul. Ye who seek to climb Venus Lighthouse, the lady knows your desires. Here your path shall not be opened. Alright. So we start up here. Oops. Well, this is unfortunate. Also, here's a weird question. Do you prefer when video games have high or low damage numbers? Personally, I kind of can go either way depending on the game. For example, like in some RPGs, damage numbers get up to like 1,000 per attack, but the enemies have like 10,000 HP to compensate. Other games, you have like 100 HP, but attacks do like 10 damage. Like Xenoblade, you can really rack up tons of damage very quickly, which can be very fun, trying to do an overkill attack with like a chain attack in XE2. I'm still debating if I should do Torna or not. Like, if I should do it on my own time, or if I should just go ahead and stream it. Can I really not deal with Haunt? I can't deal with Haunt unless I go back. That's swell. So it looks like this place is gonna kind of push all of our skills to the limit. Yeah, pay a religion or die and revive. Actually, that would be easier. I like how this is mildly color-coded. Basically, the back wall is a bit shaded. Is shaded slightly differently, indicating where to actually. Actually, no, that's not even true. At least where to line up the pillars. Yeah, like, the back walls where the pillars need to line up are a little bit differently colored. Not sure if that's intended or just part of the background, but either way, it's kinda neat. So we would go down if we had the other pathway set up. I guess we're going this way. This sure is a room. But yeah, like, I hear Torna is a little bit more accessible, so I would consider streaming it at some point blind, but just Xenoblade games are very intimidating. Like, if I stream Xenoblade, it'd be like, let's see, if Golden Sun has taken about 9 streams, I'm guessing about 11 if we're doing Crossbone. Xenoblade Torna would probably take about 12 streams. It would take a little bit more because Torna is not as long as base Xenoblade, but still pretty dang long. Again, like, it's in people's lists of how to properly do DLC in terms of the fact that it's literally, like, a full-sized game on its own. Wow, that whirlwind was not the most effective thing I've ever seen. Yeah, I hear the combat system is a little bit tweaked, and I'm kind of curious of how well it works, because I actually have no idea. How do I get down? I like how you can't jump down a tiny ledge, you have to actually manually climb down. Also, I really hope there aren't any encounters in this room, because that would be difficult to manage while doing a block pushing puzzle. This game is actually really good about not putting encounters in puzzle rooms, which is really nice. It's like you're not getting ambushed, like Final Fantasy games have that problem. Also, should I stream Final Fantasy Remake whenever I pick that up? Because, like, I kind of want to play Final Fantasy VII Remake at some point. Just because I really like Final Fantasy. But also, like, it wouldn't be for a while because I don't like streaming games like day one because spoilers. One exception I will make is probably Animal Crossing because, quite honestly, there's not a lot to really spoil with Animal Crossing, so I wouldn't be super opposed to streaming that. Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is really good. The one thing I will say about it is one weird thing is Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 have different strengths. Like, I stand by the fact that I generally like the cast of Xenoblade 2 a little bit better, but I feel like the story is inherently a little bit, it's more anime, basically, for lack of a better word. Well, if at first you don't succeed, I'll be honest, I didn't even know how chain attacks worked for, like, the entire game. It was literally the final boss of Chapter 7 where I was like, hey, how do chain attacks work? Okay, so you just don't need that block, cool. I guess maybe it's if you mess up and need to kind of course correct. This feels like a run. Oh well, this looks ominous. Oh, okay. This is an Oracle's robe. Yeah, like, they give you 3, and I was like, I assume you have to use all 3, but I was like, hey, if you actually jump on it too soon, you'd soft lock. So I was like, hey, I'll try it, and it worked. Again, that feels very broken, and I feel like they intended for you to use all 3, but you really don't have to. Come on. Also, to reiterate, there's an item that lets you basically, have more encounters. I literally sold it because I do not want more encounters. Like, hands down, the encounter rate for random encounters is fine, if not a little bit high. So yeah, we don't need the lure cap, so I sold it. I know it's a rare artifact, but hey, I needed room. But yeah, with Xenoblade 2, yeah, even Torna has a very different combat system. So there's also the dynamic, which is weird, that like if you don't enjoy Xenoblade Chronicles 2's combat, one, it is a slow burn, as a fair warning. And two, I'm not gonna heal Garrett actually. And two, it's like, it's a little bit different even in Torna, so like, if you don't even enjoy Xenoblade 1, there is still merit to possibly trying Torna out. Honestly, I do feel like, Xenoblade Definitive is a game I'm looking forward to, but I'm actually kind of hesitant to actually play, because I'm afraid it'll be rare like, you know, the other versions of Xenoblade Chronicles 1, but also I've already finished Xenoblade Chronicles, so it feels weird buying a game I've already finished, effectively. Do I get a hint from the game itself? Guess not. What moves do I have? You do, but you have to work for it? Oh. Okay, let's try a really dumb idea I just have. Never mind, I didn't even need to mind read. Actually, I might have to mind read. Red shines due west. Oh god. I see what they're doing and I'm not a fan. Northwest. So yeah, swap. Yeah, this seems right. No wait, I'm off. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, am I misunderstanding because there are 5 little squares? Do the statues need to be on the squares? Like that's the hint the one hint I will be asking. Because it feels like they should, but also yuck at the same time. Okay, I have an idea. Purple in the center. Because purple says northwest. Wait. Violet is southeast. Oh, I'm misunderstanding. Yeah, so violet there, northwest. But this can still be southeast. So I'm gonna try blue up there. Green says... What am I doing wrong? Oh shoot. It's like Professor Layton levels of what the heck am I doing? But I think I have an idea. And if this ends up just being the default, oh well. It's worth a try. I do think with Xenoblade, I wish they were remaking X, but with, you know, cut content. Because X feels decidedly more, unfinished by comparison. Hey! So what threw me off is like both of these are like northwest, northeast, whatever. So it's like they don't have to be directly adjacent. That was the thing that was throwing me off. Xenoblade 1 I would recommend just waiting for the Switch version because they're adding in so much. And yeah, the story is like, it's kind of cute if you do, but it's really not needed. It's like, well, I am really cursed right now in terms of status ailments. Like, this is really ominous at the moment. Actually, okay, this is something I've been thinking about because there's a tie to 1 at the end of 2. I wonder if they might add that into the Definitive Edition.